Hi, everyone, and welcome to Faith, Family, and Finances with Mommy Angel. My name is Mommy Angel, and I am so grateful that you're here listening today. Whether you are a mom, a parent, someone working on your goals, or simply someone looking for a little encouragement and inspiration, I truly hope this podcast becomes a place where you feel motivated, understood, and uplifted. This is actually my very first episode, so I'm both excited and a little nervous. But I told myself that growth often starts with doing something that feels a little uncomfortable. And that's exactly part of the reason why I created this podcast. I created Faith, Family, and Finances with Mommy Angel as a space not only to inspire others, but also as a safe place for me to grow. Life is a journey, and I'm still learning, improving, and becoming the best version of myself. I believe that when we share our stories honestly, our wins, our struggles, our lessons, we can help encourage others who may be on a similar journey. So, today I thought I would start by introducing myself and sharing a little bit about my background and why this podcast means so much to me. I am an immigrant mom from the Philippines. I grew up in poverty, and life wasn't always easy. When I look back on my childhood, I remember many challenges, but I also remember something very important: resilience. My family didn't have much, but we had faith, hope, and the determination to keep moving forward. Growing up in those circumstances taught me many valuable lessons about gratitude, hard work, and perseverance. When you grow up with limited resources, you learn to appreciate even the smallest blessings. You learn to work hard for your dreams, and you learn that your circumstances do not have to define your future. Eventually, my journey brought me here, and today I am incredibly grateful for the life I am building. Right now, I work as an ESOL teacher. For those who may not know, ESOL means English for Speakers of Other Languages. I teach students who are learning English, many of whom are also immigrants, just like I was. And honestly, it is one of the most rewarding parts of my life. Every day, I see students who are brave enough to learn a new language, adapt to a new culture, and work towards a better future for themselves and their families. Their stories inspire me constantly. Sometimes I feel like I learn just as much from them as they learn from me. In addition to being a teacher, my most important role in life is being a mom. I am a proud mom of two amazing kids who keep me busy, keep me laughing, and sometimes keep me wondering if I actually drank my coffee or just reheated it 5 times. If you're a parent, you probably understand exactly what I mean. Motherhood is beautiful, but it is also challenging. Some days you feel like you're doing an amazing job, and other days you're just hoping everyone survived the day and brushed their teeth. And honestly, both kinds of days are part of the journey. Through this podcast, I want to share the real side of mom life, not the perfect version we sometimes see online, but the honest version, the wins, the struggles, the lessons, and the funny moments along the way. Another important part of my journey right now is learning about finances and investing. Growing up in poverty made me realize how important financial knowledge is. Many of us were never taught about money, investing, or building wealth. And because of that, my family struggled financially for generations. So I decided that I wanted to learn. I began studying personal finance, budgeting, and investing in the stock market. Now, let me be clear, I am still learning. I am not claiming to be a financial expert. I'm simply someone who believes that improving our financial knowledge can help us take better care of our families. That's part of the reason for the name of this podcast: Faith, Family, and Finances. Faith keeps us grounded and reminds us that we are not alone in our journey. Family reminds us why we work hard and who we love the most. And finances are one of the tools that can help us create stability and opportunities for the people we care about. So in this podcast, I want to talk about all three and maybe more. We'll talk about faith and trusting God through the ups and downs of life. We'll also talk about motherhood and family life. We'll talk about learning how to manage money and invest wisely. But most importantly, we'll talk about growth because I have a growth mindset. Do you? Do you have this growth mindset as well? I hope you do. I truly believe that growth is something that never stops. No matter where you come from, no matter your age, no matter your background, you can continue learning and becoming better every day. And speaking of learning, one of my favorite hobbies is reading. I absolutely love books. Books have a way of opening our minds, teaching us new ideas, and inspiring us to think differently. Many of the things I've learned about personal growth, finances, and mindset actually came from books. Another hobby that brings me a lot of joy is gardening. I love plants. In fact, plants are my weakness. If you ever visit my house, you'll probably see plants everywhere. Sometimes I buy a plant thinking, this will be my last one. And then, the next week, somehow another plant appears. I'm not sure how it happens, but if you're a plant lover, you probably understand. But gardening actually reminds me a lot about life. Plants need patience. They need care, sunlight, water, and time to grow. And in many ways, our lives are the same. Growth doesn't happen overnight. Whether it's personal growth, financial growth, spiritual growth, or even raising a family, everything takes time, patience, and consistency. And sometimes things don't grow the way we expect. Sometimes plants struggle. Sometimes we struggle too. But with care, faith, and perseverance, growth eventually happens. That's really the heart behind this podcast. I want this to be a place where we can talk honestly about our journeys. I want to connect with like minded people who believe in learning, kindness, and God. People who believe that even if life is difficult sometimes, we can still keep moving forward and we can still be kind to one another. If you're a mom trying to balance family, personal growth, you're welcome here. If you're someone working on improving your finances, you're also welcome here. If you're someone who believes in faith, kindness, and lifelong learning, you're definitely welcome here. Through future episodes, I plan to share my daily experiences as a mom, a teacher, and someone learning about investing. I'll talk about lessons I'm learning, challenges I face, books I'm reading, and things that inspire me along the way. And maybe sometimes we'll talk about plants too, because honestly, if I see a beautiful plant at the store, I might have to buy it. My hope is that this podcast becomes more than just a place where I talk. I hope it becomes a community of people who support each other, inspire each other, and grow together. So if you are listening today, thank you so much. Thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time, for being part of the beginning of this journey. This is just the first step, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Remember, growth is a journey. Faith gives us strength, family gives us purpose, and learning helps us build a better future. Thank you for listening to Faith, Family, and Finances with Mommy Angel. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.